Ask yourself one question. Am I a doer or a dabbler? Marketers are doers. They want to sell online and make a profit doing it. Marketers say they make it hard at times, but it's possible. Dabblers say it may be possible, but it's too hard. Marketers have proven plans and frameworks. Dabblers have excuses. Marketers see possibilities. Dabblers see problems. Marketers make it happen. Dabblers let it happen. Marketers sell on Launchcart. Dabblers exist on other platforms. Which are you, a marketer or a dabbler? I am a marketer.
Boom, bang. What's going on, Justin?
Hey, Greg, the data-driven marketer, Justin, Results Frontier, CMO of Launchcart. Great to see everyone. Great to see you, Greg. I love your shirt, by the way. I love your shirt.
That's what I'm talking about. Sporting the merch today, sporting the merch.
Well, welcome, everyone. So you may have received an email to invite you to today's training. Again, we do these trainings every week, 11 a.m. Pacific on Thursdays. And the main topic of these trainings is e-commerce success makeovers, site makeovers, and we always talk about how to drive additional sales and revenue and marketing tips and strategies to accelerate and optimize your store. And so we had a special guest scheduled, but unfortunately, Pastor Dre with Gospel Swag, had a situation where he had to, a personal issue he had to take care of. So unfortunately, he won't be attending, but we're still going to highlight his store. We're still going to share a quick video testimonial about his experience with launch ads. And then also we'll get into some additional teachings from myself and Greg. So hopefully everyone's okay with that. And thanks for tuning in. We see people coming into the broadcast here. So welcome. Be sure to smash that like button, repost this if you're on, X or Facebook. Share this link out. We'd really appreciate the love there. And drop us a comment where you're tuning in from. We'd love to give you a shout out and recognize you. We got David King out there. David King, good to see you. Good to see you, sir. He says, I tried launch ads, haven't received any sales yet. Is there a consultant who could work with me on other ways to drive sales? Yeah, that's actually a really great question, David. And thank you for your business and your valued support. And yeah, so we have our done for you services with launch ads. So basically, for $1,000 a month at the starting point, it's $1,000 a month if your ad spend is under $5,000 a month, we can work with you personally to run your ads, walk you through things, kind of that done for you service, or even a done with you approach. So definitely schedule with me on my calendar. I'll drop a link to that. Would love to have that conversation with you. So thank you for bringing that up. But yeah, before we get into, all the other stuff, Francine is tuning in. Good to see you, Francine. And let me just drop my calendar link here just for anyone that wants to schedule. But before we jump into all that stuff, guys, let's just do our mindset minute that Greg has, he's made it a staple of the show. So I'm programmed now, and so
exactly, a person of habit. That's how we have success, right? Habitual things. So I don't really have anything prepared, but I was thinking I wanted to play that you got to be hungry. I just love that Les Brown. You guys ready for a little Les Brown? So Les Brown is an African-American speaker. I've shared the stage with him a number of times. And I'll tell you a quick little story about Les Brown. So I got invited to speak at an event. They had the event venue set up for 2,000 people. So we get there early. It was like 7:30, 8 in the morning, supposed to start at 9 o'clock. The room is set for 2,000 seats. They got these boom cameras floating all over the audience. Now this goes back like 2005 or 6 or 7 when it was just like boom cameras over the audience, and it was unheard of. And I'm backstage with Les Brown, and he's coaching me and getting things going. And we keep peeking out behind the camera to kind of see if the room's filling up, and the room's not filling up. and we keep peeking out the stage, and the room's not filling up. And we keep peeking out the stage. And at this point, I hadn't spoken that a lot. I'd maybe been on stage maybe 5 or 6 times. And I'm thinking 2,000 people there, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to rock it. And then I started getting bummed out. I started getting nervous. And literally, it's 8:55, and we're getting ready to go on stage. And there's like 45, 50 people in the audience. And I was one of the very first speakers. And Les Brown grabbed my shoulder and said, Greg, I got to talk to you. I'm like, what? He says, I need you to go out there, and I need you to speak as if every single chair is filled. Do not see those empty seats. Do not let that bother you. You need to give those 45 or 50 people out there 100% of your energy, and do not let your energy go down because all those empty seats. And that was some of the best advice I ever got. So with that, let's kind of listen to a little bit of Les Brown.
You got to be hungry. People that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. People that are hungry believe, always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. People that are hungry know if you want to be successful, you must be willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. I didn't do what I'm doing right now because it was hard. How many of you decided not to do something because it was hard? Raise your hands, please. I want you to write this down. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Complain, point at your circumstances, give up your power, blame the government, blame the economy. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. It's hard to make a radical change in your behavior. It's hard to take ownership. It's hard to swallow the bitter pill that wherever you find yourself, at some point in time, you made an appointment to be there. That's hard.
Okay, so that's one of my favorite things. And what we're doing is hard. Like what we're doing over here at LaunchCart, this is not easy. This is hard. And we really appreciate you and everyone that tunes in to listen to us, because we value you. We value this relationship. We value you as a customer. And there's just nothing easy about what we're doing and how we want to change the world with LaunchCart, and how we want to change the framework for what's going on out there, and how we want to do it. And again, honestly, your success becomes our success. If we can't help you and coach you and mentor you to be successful, then at the end of the day, LaunchCart's not successful, right? So that's why we spend so much time and energy, Justin and I, doing this. And we also have new team members, rock stars that are coming on the team, that are friends of mine and people that I've known for years that also want to help motivate, inspire, educate, tactics, strategies, the whole works. And so we have a guest that's joined us at last minute here, and I want to just show you. I gotta show you a picture of today's office, of his office. Okay, there's his office. I just love it. What's going on, Ricky?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? I'm in my nice pool office. You know, I got the whole setup. So being in the pool though allows me to stand, so I don't have to really sit down and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm plugging away for these guys right now. I'm in Super Mario mode. You know what I'm saying? How you guys doing?
So awesome. So awesome.
Yeah, good to see you, Ricky.
Good.
What's up? What's up, guys? Hey, you gotta enjoy it somehow, right? We gotta work, but we gotta enjoy it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You guys got summer all the time, so you know over here in up North Jersey, we're gonna have get bit in our butt by the cold soon. You know?
Well, you know what's interesting too is I had my blood work done because we have a client called Spray for Life that has this amazing nanotechnology spray, nutritional supplements, vitamin C and iron oxide and all this stuff.
Right.
And so they wanted me to get my blood work and then take it and then get my blood work to kind of see the results. So I got my blood work done, and in my blood work, there was a couple things that, I'm 62 years old, that, hey, Greg, you need to be a little bit concerned about this. And one of it is I'm not getting enough D3, which is sunshine. And they go, unless you're going to be outside 5 or 6 hours a day, you need to start taking this supplement to help with this, and it does this and triggers testosterone, does this, does that, all this kind of stuff. So I'm going to start. I said to myself, well, I think I'll start taking T3, or I got to get myself an office by the pool, like
Well, get it over by the pool. All you gotta do is put one monitor here, one monitor here. You got your thing over here. You got good net connection. I could see, just something like that.
I've heard of stand up. I have a stand up desk, right? That I use, but I've never heard of a stand up pool desk. So you got us beat there, Ricky. So I love it, man. I love it.
I mean, I got some stools and stuff, but I've been standing up working because I figured, when you stand up, the blood is constantly going in your body, right? Yeah. So like, when you sit and slouch all the time, sometimes you get lazy and sometimes you feel like, not unmotivated, unless you're like really, really focused. So the more you could stand and get up throughout the day, and then instead of taking a break, going outside or something like that, I'll just do a little swim or something like that, come back and just rejuvenate myself.
That's
so
awesome.
Really nice. Really nice when you could do that, right?
All right.
So
hey, give everyone.
You make this money online, and you can build yourself a pool office.
Yeah, give us a 1 or 2 minutes of what we're doing with what you're working on and kind of behind the scenes, and then we're going to go into doing what we do is we're doing a site makeover. We're commenting on a site and kind of talking about what was done right, what was done wrong. But give us a little bit about our launch coming up and let people know what's going on. Then we'll let you get back to work.
Yeah, guys. So I've joined with Greg probably, what do we say now, about 4 weeks ago? Maybe 5 weeks ago. Yep. Me and Greg go back in the day. I spoke at his event at PrintX down in San Diego twice. And we have an ongoing relationship for many years now. So I know Greg for a long time. Recently, I freed up with some of the things that I was doing. And I could see that Greg needed some help with the marketing efforts. So I came in, involved, and I brought a lot of resources and, stuff that I've done throughout my career. And I'm helping Greg out, basically. So we have a launch coming up called LaunchAds.ai. It's going to be really, really good. 50% off normal pricing. Okay, so you can't do this for that long. And at the same time, we're building out a really, really good funnel too as well. So we're going to be looking for affiliates. All right. So when I just build something internally for the team or for myself, I want to give other people the opportunity to just clutch on, because we know how to convert. We know how to sell good product. We know how to make the VSLs, the video sales letters, and they're really, really good copy. And we have a lot of proof student testimonials. So we'd like you to inherit that. You're part of the family. You're part of the team. You can inherit our work and make money off it, because a lot of people, they just want to be affiliate marketers, but they don't want to promote just any product, say on JVZoo or ClickBank or Warrior Plus or whatever. So I have private affiliate programs that you actually have to be my customer for you to get access of it. Okay. Because I know you're serious if you're my customer, whether it be e-commerce, whether it be different things like crypto or stuff like, I'm doing right now with LaunchAds. So I've been working really, really hard behind the scenes, building out these funnels, the sales assets. And you would think, oh, well, Ricky, don't you have a team to do this? I do. But I'd rather do it myself. And sometimes I just sit in the cockpit and I just flow really, really good stuff. And then I'll pass it off to a team member and be like, hey, could you just make this look a lot better? Because I'm not a sales page designer per se, but I can really do some good work and then let somebody else take it and make it look even more beautiful. So you got to think like that. Don't be afraid to sit in the cock seat, even when you're building an e-commerce site, right? It may be daunting at the first thing, but at the end of the day, if you don't sit there and do it, how are you going to instruct anybody else to do it, right? So I like what Greg's doing on the team. He has the weekly calls. I'll be doing my own weekly calls, teaching affiliate marketing, e-commerce marketing, motivation, things that I've done in my career to really create hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and things like that. So I'm glad to be on Greg's team, and I'm glad to see the community he's building, and I feel blessed because I can bring my community in now too as well. It's not that we have a brick wall between each other and we're competing against each other. I have a platform called Hubcart, and that was my Slingly platform I built over 8 years. I've sold Slingly for a long time. We merged with another company. Greg may be inheriting that. I'm not sure when or whatnot, but he has a good thing going on, and you guys are in the right place at the right time. I'll tell you that much, because e-commerce is not going nowhere. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's projected $7.5 trillion by 2026. You'll see it on some of the pages that I'll be releasing soon. But I've done extensive research, and you guys are in the right place. So just keep it moving. That's up on my arm. Keep it moving.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep it moving. Well, thanks, Ricky. No, we appreciate it. We feel blessed to have you on the team, and it's so cool to reconnect with you. And I think back to the days back in San Diego when you were speaking at our events and what we were doing. That was fun. We're gonna start doing events again. Ricky and I both said to each other, we gotta start doing them again. We love getting out. We love meeting. We love getting belly to belly and shaking hands. and do that stuff. So we're going to start doing that. And so with that being said, we'll let you get back to work, and we're going to dive into this. We got about another 15 minutes, and then we call it quits. So thanks, Ricky. Appreciate it, man.
All right, guys, just pay attention. You're in the right place, the right time. Like I said, make sure that you just keep doing little small actions every single day, so you get to the end result that you want to produce. And forget about procrastination. Just get in the cockpit and do it. All right. All right.
Thanks,
later.
Ricky.
Right.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
Keep it moving.
Keep
All
it
right,
moving,
thanks, buddy.
guys. Keep it moving. All right.
Keep it
Keep
moving.
moving.
The pool
I
too.
love it. Yeah,
Okay,
Ricky's
Justin.
awesome, man. Yeah, he's an OG, man. Like that guy, I've seen him online for a lot of years, like, back in my day. So he's an OG, guys. So glad to have him part of the team here. And yeah, so I want to recognize a couple comments here first, Greg, if that's okay.
Sure, go for it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, so Soul Rebel, hey all, Jane here with 5 Dog Tactical in Minnesota. Hope you're all well. This is my first weekly live. Awesome. Thanks, Jane. Thanks so much for all you're doing. Yeah, thank you for spending some of your quality time with us and learning and growing. So thank you. I love that brand, Soul Rebel. I love that. Holly McCutcheon is out there. Hello, Holly. Good to see you. Love that brand as well. And yeah, hope you're doing well. Super excited about the work that we're doing with you. Tracy is out there. Hello, Tracy. Good to see you. Holly says, "Come to my store, Ricky. Help me get that pool life." Yeah, that's the dream, right? Holly, like we'll get there, right? Just never give up is that attitude of that we take here. And then shout out to Christelle. She's my ex friend there. Christelle, good to see you. She had a birthday yesterday, 40th. So 40 is the new 30. So happy birthday again, Christelle. Thanks for all you do in the OCC community on X that I'm part of. And yeah, super exciting to have her tap in here. So, but getting back to the mindset minute real quick, Greg. So I came up with a new word yesterday, and that's really relevant here. So omni-gifted, right? So we have omnipresence, right, for our social media and our digital marketing tactics. But I think we're omni-gifted, and really tapping into those gifts that we each have and really using storytelling to share those gifts with the world, I think is a big cheat code these days. So just take inventory of the gifts that you have, and because we're all omni gifted, right? Like, yes, Greg's a CEO, but he's also a husband, a dad, a hang glider pilot, right? So he's omni gifted, right? Same with me. So we all have these omni gifts that we have, and we need to make that part of our storytelling as we build our personal brand online. I think it's really important. So just wanted to share that. So back over to you, Greg, and then
That's
you want
awesome. Dude, you got to create a shirt.
what, omni gifted?
Yeah. I mean, think about that. That's
I
cool.
love that.
Like you invented a shirt, and you should go buy that domain right now before somebody else does. Omni gifted. It's like that's like a little inspiration from God. That's the name of my website, is Inspiration by God. That's like inspiration by God. That's cool. That was a good one, dude. I love that.
Yeah,
boom, boom, boom.
It's all about your environment, right? So do you want to go with your teaching first? You want me to? Because I got about.
I'm just gonna take a couple. I'm gonna take a couple minutes, and I'll let you close it out.
Okay,
so
perfect.
let me bring my screen up here, everybody. So Gospel Swag, we're real happy with him. He's been running ads, been making some sales, getting some stuff going. He's done a great job on his website. There is a couple things that and then we're just gonna go this. Like, I haven't seen this in a while. First of all, this logo here, it's launch. Actually, I'll say about Launch Cart, but I'm going to say about all websites, because we want to optimize for mobile. Circle, square logos do not work. You literally, let's go to Rescue Joe for a second. Over on, let me get rid of some of this page. So let me give you an example. So look at the Rescue Joe logo, right? And on mobile, it takes up the whole top of the screen. Whereas on mobile, this is hard to read right here. I can't even hardly read it. I really can't read. I really don't even know what it says in that circle. So the first thing I would do is I would create a rectangle logo for this. And I think it's going to be better for your branding and better for what's going on. The sliders, I think, are great. And I'll tell you why they're great is because he's showing off product. Sometimes I see people making slider images that are kind of maybe emotionally attached, or they're kind of branding types organized, but they're not showing off product. And I just think that's a big mistake. And then you come down here and he's got featured categories, hoodies, t-shirts, and hats, and then featured products. I personally use another theme on our platform called Launchpad. And if I did use this theme, what I would do is I would do custom CSS and I would make this background white. So see how the square box is white for his product, and then the background's like a light gray. I like making it white so it changes, and then I would probably make these images pop a little bit more on the color brand. So I wouldn't have gray around the boxes, but it is real subtle. It really looks clean. I really like that. And we'll go into there. So let's go into one of his products. And I like the way he's naming his products, right? Let me go back there real quick. So we're always talking about naming your products consistently. Gospel Gear Store Eco Tote Bag, Gospel Swag hooded long sleeve tee. So I think there's some good stuff here, but I think we're gonna give them some feedback on this as well. So what is the design on this? So this is the Gospel Swag logo. So Gospel Swag, I would probably even say logo or brand. I'd probably logo. So I know we're not talking about the name, we're talking about the logo. And we know that's a logo thing. Let's go back to find something that's not Gospel Swag. Let's see here. I like the way he's got an exit pop-up for a t-shirt giveaway. That's awesome. Okay, his grace is more. Okay, so again, this is good. He's putting the design name, his grace is more powerful than our sins, right? And then he's telling you what product it is. So that's perfect. But here's what I would do. I would capitalize more. I would capitalize is. I would do it because see, is capitalized in his design. I would capitalize T, O, and S. So that's kind of like a headline. And I always capitalize the first letter of a headline. Okay. And then I see he's got his lifestyle image, which I think is great. He's got his it didn't look like it doesn't look like he customized his description at all. And I'm going to tell you that you don't need to do that, but you should do it on what I'm going to refer to as your hero products as a starting point. And eventually you should do it on all the products that are going to be staples in your platform, staples in your store. And so now I'm going to go to cart and I'm going to continue checking out. And we're going to look at checkout here. Or let me go to cart. I had continue shopping. Sorry. I want to go to checkout, proceed to checkout. Okay, and again, I love what's going on here. I don't like the logo. It's too hard to read. It's not good branding. It does not work. He needs to create a rectangular logo. Again, and I'll show you what it looks like on LaunchCart or on here just again to give you the contrast. Okay. So see how the Rescue Joe looks up there, and on mobile, it looks it's beautiful, right? And I'm telling you, it's just gonna look better. I love how he's putting up his phone number. I would put something like this. See this image right here? Got questions? We're here to help. Call. It's good that he's got his phone number because that increases trust, and I like that. But I would go ahead and say, got questions? Call, and we'll order over the phone or whatever. He's got a scarcity timer. I like that. He's got his trust seals. I like that. He's got his trust seals over here as well. The only thing he really missing is he's missing his order bump. So look, go in, take the extra time, go into your thing and try to add something that would fit with the products they're ordering to get a little bit more money to increase your AOV. And then from there, you create your funnel. So I think he's done a fantastic job. Just a couple tune-ups there. I like the way how he's customized his footer, and he's got that. And again, he's got his phone number. If you can put your address. I don't see his address, but if you can put your address, and now you're going to have a lot of people doing that. Now look what he did here. So this is really cool as well. He's a pastor, so he's like, hey, send me your prayer request. I'll pray for you. That's unique. That's cool. That's different, right? And I might even put that on the checkout page, I might even play with what you could do with that. What else you could do with that? Now it looks like he's iframing it in somehow. I'm not sure what he's using to put this here, but that's perfect. It's just great. It's unique. It's different. Let's see what we did on the About Us page. See, he took the time to create who we are, our story, our mission, our values, our movement. Now, the only thing I would do here is I'd add a photo of the team, like whoever's on your team. Like, this is awesome, and everybody should be doing this. But it's even better when you can personalize it. So, Justin, do you got any comments that you want to add to that? But I think that's a good little overview of everyone can take this stuff. And also notice up here he's got a banner. New release, pause and pray. Get yours today. Click shop now, and it takes me right to the pause and pray shirt. And I love that saying. I think I'm gonna go buy me one of those.
Yeah, Greg, no, you hit all the high points there, man. I really like the prayer request feature. That's good because it makes it more engaging, and part of the user experience is keeping people on your site longer, right? And so that definitely accomplishes that. So no, I think you hit all the high points there. So, and make sure you guys rewatch this segment from Greg if you need him to slow down. But he went through a lot of he likes to move quick like me, so that's great. But sometimes we got to go back through and rewatch it. So there's a lot of good teachings and learnings there from Greg. So awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
and
great stuff, Greg.
Rebel Soul made a good comment, and then I'll let you wrap it up. But he said the white text on the red buttons are lacking contrast, and there's something to be said about that. So one of the things we talk about is creating your color palettes and creating your style guides and trying to make that stuff work. But that was good feedback too. So thank you for that comment. All right, Justin, you take it away.
All right, awesome, guys. So yeah, thanks, Greg, for that segment. So while Greg was teaching in the last 5 minutes, I went ahead and bought omnigifted.com, and I set up a landing page already through GoDaddy. So that's just how us as digital marketers think and work, right? So thank you for the inspiration, Greg. I took action, right? It's all about taking action. So there you have it, omnigifted.com, empowering your spiritual journey. So super exciting. All right, guys. Well, let me touch on a couple things for the gospel swag. So, and he's like an SEO expert as well. So, gospel swag is his brand. Okay, that's his keyword phrase, right? So he's built that as part of his brand. And so when you search Google for gospel swag, you notice his store is the thing that comes up first. That's great. That's branding. You want to think about these things before you launch your store, before you launch your brand. Hey, do some basic keyword research a bit to see, hey, is there already some search volume for this specific term? And so you can see here.
And Justin, zoom in on that, please, because it's too small.
Oh, yeah.
If you can maximize your screen, and then there you go.
Yeah. So you can see here, gospel swag, right? So that's his brand. And so right now there's like 1.5 million results overall that have the term gospel swag there. But in an old digital marketing trick, what we like to do is put quotes around the keyword phrase, hit enter, and then we can get more specific. 5,330 exact results all across Google for the term gospel swag, and he's number one, right? So that just kind of gives you an idea about, hey, let's do some keyword research. Let's see what's already coming up in Google. And so, yeah, he's done a great job at building the brand of gospel swag. So he actually has two different sites. He has right here, this one that Greg was talking about, and then also this other site, shop.pastordre.com. So he's got two sites, which is great, and he's using them for different purposes, different brands, right? pastordre.com is this one. So again, this is designed by an SEO guy. He's also a Launchcart customer. And then let's just hear what he had to say about his experience using Launch Ads. And let me share my sound here to make sure. Let me redo this to make sure I capture the sound here. So here we go, Chrome tab, this one, okay.
What's up, everybody? It's Pastor Dre over here at Gospel Swag. If you haven't had a chance to check out Launch Ads AI, you might want to check it out. It's a powerful platform, and it allows you to advertise all your ads in one place for TikTok, Google, Bing, Facebook, It is an amazing platform. If you haven't checked it out, you want to check out Launch Ads AI today. God bless.
Yeah, so he's had a great experience with launch ads as well, and so highly encourage you guys to check that out if you're not familiar with launch ads. But yeah, that was the main teaching I wanted to share. Greg pretty much hit on all the other key points, but just keep in mind your SEO factor or your search engine optimization factor when it comes to naming your store, naming your products, naming your services, and that'll help you get a bit more traction in the search engines, potentially based on how competitive some of those keyword phrases are, which is why it's so important to leverage um, those key branded phrases, right? Another example for me personally, just to share with you, right? So if someone searches Justin French, for example, like there's a lot of different Justin Frenches, right? So I was in a sea of, let me share my screen here. This is a big teaching moment here. So there's tons of Justin Frenches out there, right? Like, I mean, how do I stand out among so many different Justin Frenches, right? It just happens to be a very common name. So what I did was I added Justin Results French, right? Because at the end of the day, what do people care about? Results, right? And so now I have a branded search phrase that all my stuff comes up now. And so that's how I elevate my personal brand in the sea of a lot of different Justin Frenches. So you want to think about the same thing for your store is, hey, how can I elevate my brand, my store, and differentiate yourself from the maybe competitive categories, and really that's how you stand above the digital noise out there. So hopefully you enjoyed this teaching, guys. Again, Greg hit some really good points on his end. Let me just go through a couple things here on the chat. Let's see. Christelle getting some more birthday love from Soul Rebel. Awesome. Thanks Soul Rebel. She mentioned the white text on the red buttons are lacking contrast. My 2 cents. Yeah, definitely some good feedback. Tracy, that is really cool. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy. Glad you found that helpful. Wow, that was fast. I need to learn how to do that. Yeah. It's pretty basic to buy a domain and set up a page these days. Very easy. And then Soul Rebel asked, is there a trial with launch ads? So yeah, there's a 14-day trial, Greg, or 7-day trial? You're muted, or we can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't remember, to be honest with you,
Okay.
because we've been rearranging some stuff. But if you get a hold of Justin, we definitely give. You're on here, you're listening. We'll give you a trial for sure.
Yes, yeah. Let me drop my calendar link here. To schedule with me. Soul Rebel, yes, schedule with me and I'll get you the link and we'll make sure you get a free trial. It's either a 7 or 14-day free trial. Okay.
I think it's
So
7 day. I think it's 7 day.
Yeah, that I know for sure. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, we're gonna wrap this one up. We'll put a bow on this one. We like to keep these to like a power half hour. So, shout out again to Pastor Dre. We hope you get things taken care of. We'll get you on a future episode. But thank you for allowing us to feature your site. You'll check out the replay on YouTube. All of our replays are always on YouTube, guys, if you want to check those out. In the meantime, my final word will be, again, we're omni gifted, right, guys? And it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, right? And yes, you'll have small wins, you'll have big wins, right? But at the end of the day, it's learning from those failures, continuing to move forward no matter what. And there's one CEO that I can tell you that doesn't give up, and that's the entrepreneur's best friend, this guy to that side of me, Greg Ryder. So over to you, Greg, for the final word.
All right, thanks, Justin. Well, let's just go out with Les Brown as well. You got to be hungry. You got to want it. You got to strive for it. And you got to do what's hard now so you can do what's easier later. And so I've I've experienced both sides of that coin. And I say, we appreciate you. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you. You're going to see more. Ricky said, hey, that was fun. Let's do that more. You're going to start seeing more and more stuff, more and more training sessions, and you're going to be able to pick what things you want to do that work for you. But until then, do this for sure. Do this. Wake up every day. Program yourself to wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude. Thankful for your home, your bed, the lights, the roof over your head, your family, whatever it is, your dog, your cat. And then go find somebody, tell them you love them, and I promise you have a better day. This is Greg Ryder signing off, everybody.